Hello learners, welcome to online class. I am Mohammad Jahangir Alam Tipu, senior teacher of English of Kumila Modern High School. I hope all of you are well, though you have to stay at home because of corona problem. You are deprived of enjoying classroom activities. So, we have arranged online class for you. Today, I have come to you with a grammar class and it is about suffix and prefix. This is an important item for class 8, 9 and 10. I hope following my class you will be benefited. Dear learners, suffixes and prefixes, you will see this item is important for class 8, 9 and 10. In class 8, 9 and 10, suffixes and prefixes is presented through a gap filling activity in a passage. Okay. Now we have to know what do you mean by suffix and prefix. What is suffix and prefix? Actually, a letter or some letters are added with a word to form a new word. The added letter or letters are called suffixes or suffix or prefix. Okay. Dear learners, there is a word able. I am going to add suffix or prefix with this word to form new word. Able. Use et after the word et. Then it has become ability. Ability. With adding et with able, that means after able, then you can see there is a new word ability. Here et is a suffix. Again, able, before able, I have used here en. Then there is a new word enable. Using en before able, then I have found a new word enable. Here en is prefix. There is another example of prefix. Un plus able. Unable. Okay, dear students. So suffix means some letters which are added after the word. Suppose able plus et is suffix because it is added after able. Prefix which are added before the word. Prefix able, before able there is en, so enable is found, so here en is called prefix. Okay, dear students, here is another word beauty. You can see beauty is a word and it is noun. Beautiful, it is adjective. Beautifully, this is adverb. Beautyless, this is also an adjective. Beautify, this is a verb. Actually, with using beauty, I can form 5 words. There are 5 words using beauty. Beauty, beautiful, beautifully, beautyless, beautify. Okay, these 5 words are noun, adjective, adverb, adjective and verb. Dear learners, Actually, in the passage, you will see a gap, and which word you will use in the gap, you have to know. You can see there are those 5 words. I am going to use these 5 words in the gaps of a passage. Okay, this is the passage. I have a flower garden. It is very dense to look at. I have planted many rare collection of plants in my garden. Very dash. There is a fence around the garden. The fence enhances the dash of the garden. The garden dash the house. It is not totally dash. Dear learners, you have to use these 5 words in these 5 gaps. In number 1, what word you will use? Is it beauty, or is it beautiful, or is it beautifully, or is it beautyless, or is it beautify? For this, you have to learn which parts of speech is used in this gap. In this gap, I can see I must use here an adjective because if there you can see it to be verb before the gap, then for that to be verb you have to use an adjective. So in number 1 you have to use adjective, and it is beautiful. Number 2, beautiful. Okay, for number 2, I have planted many rare collection of plants in my garden. Very dash, very dash. Here I have to use adverb beautifully because this word is a qualifying word of planted. I have planted many rare collection of plants. I have planted ... very dash. How I have planted the rare collection of plants? How? If you make a question using how, then you will get adjective or adverb. If you use how for an verb or an adjective, then you will get adverb. Here, how you planted. You are asking how how it is planted. So you must use here an adverb, beautifully. For next gap, there is a fence around the garden. The fence enhances the dash of the garden. In this gap, you have to use noun, a noun form of word, because you can see after this there is a of after the gap, and before the gap there is an article, the. So there you have to use a noun in this gap. Which word is the noun? Beauty is the noun. So use beauty for this gap. For the next gap, the garden dash the house. The garden is a subject. After a subject, you have to use a verb. Then which word is the verb? Beautify. The garden beautifies the house. It is not totally dash. You can see here before the gap is to be verb. So beautiful or beautyless. Here beautyless is used as an adjective. I hope you have understood how I have used these words in the gaps. Dear learners, to use suffixes and prefixes, you must know about the use of parts of speech in the gaps. You know, the new words are formed by using suffixes and prefixes, and they can be changed into another parts of speech. Suppose beauty, it is a noun, but beautiful, this is an adjective. So you cannot use beauty in the place of beautiful, and again you cannot use beautiful in place of beauty. Dear learners, you have to know that there is a good influence of participial speech in using suffixes and prefixes. So we should know the use of participial speech in the gaps. There are some strategies to understand which word is noun and how it will be used in the gap. Which word is adjective and how it will be used in the gap. Number 1, if there is a noun after the gap, put adjective in the gap. You must remember this number 1 rule. If again I am saying, if there is a noun after the gap, put adjective in the gap. Okay? If there is no noun after the gap, then what will we do? If there is no noun after the gap, then do the following. Number 2 is, if there is a to be verb before the gap, put an adjective in the gap. This is also a strategy. Also a strategy for using adjective. Number 3, if there is to, preposition to, before the gap, then put a verb in the gap. Actually, if it is a preposition, then you can use noun. But whenever to is not a preposition, it is an infinitive, then you must use a verb after to. So generally, we see to is used before the verb in this case. Okay. If there is a subject before the gap, put a verb in the gap. Number 5, if there is a or an article, adjective, possessive, preposition, verb before the gap, then put a noun in the gap. Number 6, after and before of, preposition of, there will be noun. Number 7, after and before and, there will be similar form of words. Number 8, in a series of words, all the words are of similar form. If there is a series of words, either they are all nouns, or they are all adjective, or they are all adverb, or they are all prepositions, adjective, adverb, noun, etc. Okay, dear students, I am going to discuss one by one after another. Number 1 is, if there is a noun after the gap, put adjective in the gap. For this I am going to show you an example. I have a dash. Here dash is a dash, so in the gap the word is adjective. Actually, I have a beautiful garden. I have a beautiful garden. Beautiful garden. Garden is a noun. So in the gap the word is adjective. If there is, again I am going to read the number 1 rule. If there is a noun after the gap, yes, you can see garden. Garden is a noun after the gap. The gap is for beauty, beautiful. Then put adjective in the gap. Beauty, beautiful, beautiless, beautify. You must use here adjective beautiful or beautiless. Okay. Dear students, if there is no noun after the gap, then do the following. Number 2, if there is a to be verb before the gap, put an adjective in the gap. I am going to show you an example for this. The garden was is a to be verb, beautiful is an adjective. Okay, was is a to be verb, beautiful is an adjective. Here was is a to be verb, so beautiful is an adjective. Okay, dear students, for verbs there are 2 rules. If there is to before the gap, put a verb in the gap. The example is, I planted flower plants dash the garden. The garden is the garden is a noun. After to there is a verb. Here to has come and now the verb is coming. Yes, beautify. The beautify is a verb and it is used before as there is to before the word. So after to you must use a verb. Okay. If there is a subject before the gap, put a verb in the gap. Okay. The example is, I dash flower plants beautifully. I dash flower plants beautify the garden. Beautify the garden. You must use here a verb because I is a subject. I planted flower plants to beautify the garden. To beautify the garden. Here to is missing. Unfortunately, to is missing. Number 5. If there is a or an article, adjective, possessive, preposition, verb before the gap, put a noun in the gap. For article, there is an example. I have dash in front of my house. I have article A. I have a dash. Now use a noun. I have a garden in front of my house. After article A, there is noun garden. Here A is an article, so in the gap there will be a noun, garden is a noun. Okay. For adjective, I have a beautiful garden. Here beautiful, the green word beautiful is an adjective and garden is a noun. Okay. For possessive, I like my garden very much. Here the green word my. My is a possessive, so garden is a noun. After preposition, there are flowers in plants. Here the green word in is a preposition and plants is a noun. Verb. Everybody likes flowers. The green word likes is a verb and so flowers is a noun. Okay, dear students, I think you have understood how a noun is used in the gaps. Number 6. After and before of there will be noun. Blooming flowers enhance dash of dash. Before of the beauty is a noun and the garden is also a noun. So you can see before of there is a noun, after of there is also a noun. Okay. Number 7. After and before and there will be similar form of words. We can know the dash and importance of a garden. Necessary is a word and you have to use necessary with transforming it into suitable form of word. We can know the dash and dash of a garden. Here and is a conjunction and after and you can see importance, it is a noun word, so you must transform necessary into a noun word. Necessary is not noun but necessity is a noun. Okay, I hope you have understood it. Number 8. In a series of words, all the words are of similar form. Dash, the example is sincerity and perseverance are some good qualities. here the word is honest for using it as a suffix or prefix. Okay, honest, sincerity and perseverance are some good qualities, but honest is not the same form of sincerity and perseverance. Sincerity is a noun, perseverance is also a noun. The words of this series, all are the words are nouns, so you must transform honest into a noun. Okay, the noun word of honest is honesty, so honesty is the suitable word. Honesty, sincerity and perseverance are some good qualities. All these three words are nouns. Dear students, I hope you have understood how the words with its parts of speech are used in the gaps. Now students, this is the time for practicing a suffix and prefix passage. Okay, I am going to give you a passage, and in the passage you will see some words in the brackets. You have to transform, you have to add suffixes or prefixes with the given words. Okay, here the passage is the passage has come. The other name of water is life. Clean water is dash, dirty water dash. Clean water is dash and dash for drinking. Bangladesh is a dash country, but we get dash water for use. The water of our rivers is dash and dash. We should keep water clean for health, happiness and dash. The government should play and dash role to keep water safe. Dear learners, for A there is a word drink. Okay. For B there is a word safe. For C contaminate. For D sweet. For E river. For F adequate. For G filth. For H poison. For I long. And for J it is act. Now students, you have to add suffix or prefix or both with the red words. Okay, now students, now for number A, this gap is for what parts of speech? Drink is a word, it is verb, because I can use ing with drink, drinking, and I can transform drink into different forms like present form, past participle form. So drink is a verb, but in number A the verb cannot be used. Okay, in number A you cannot see any noun after the gap. So if there is no noun after the gap, you must see what is present before the gap. I can see here is a to be verb is present before number A gap. So in number A there will be an adjective. Okay, you must change drink into an adjective. It is drinkable. It is drinkable. So in A you will use drinkable. Okay, number B, you can see here is also no noun after the word. So here is a to be verb before safe. So safe will be transformed into an adjective, and this is unsafe. Safe is adjective, unsafe is also an adjective, and for For understanding the passage, you have to change safe into unsafe. Dirty water is unsafe, not safe. Okay. Clean water is contaminate and sweet. Here two words are added with and. So if C is an adjective, D is also an adjective. So contaminate. C is adjective, as there is also to be verb is. So contaminate, contaminated, and you can use contaminated, changing it into uncontaminated, the opposite word, uncontaminated. Clean water is uncontaminated. And sweet, you have to transform it into adjective. Suitable, okay, for drinking. Bangladesh is a dash country. For number E, here is also a noun after the word river. You can see country. Country is a noun. For this reason, river will be an adjective. Riverine. So use riverine in place of river. Okay. Now students, for number F, but we get dash water for use. Here the word is adequate. Adequate. We get adequate. We get dash water for use. This is adequate. We get adequate. Adequate means porjapto. Adequate. You can use adequate, but you can also use the opposite word of adequate. For meaning of the passage, you have to transform it into an opposite word, inadequate. But we get inadequate water for use. The water of our rivers is dash. Here is. You have to transform it into also an adjective. Adjective. So the word filthy is the adjective form of filth. So use filthy in place of filth. And poison. This is also an adjective. Poisonous. Poison, the word of poison, you must transform it into adjective, poisonous. Then use poisonous in place of poison. Okay. We should keep water clean for health, happiness, and dash. Here you can see series of words: health, happiness, and dash. Health, happiness, and dash. Before health, you can see there is a preposition. For preposition, health is noun, happiness is also noun, and so long will be a noun. You must transform long into a noun. What is the noun form of long? It is longevity. Longevity. Saito. Use longevity in the place of long. Longevity. Okay. The government should play an dash role. Here you can see also a word rule. It is a noun. After act, there is a noun. After the gap, there is a noun, role. So you must transform the word act into adjective. It is active. The government should play an active role to keep water safe. So use active in place of act. Dear students, I hope you have understood how I have changed the words using suffixes and prefixes, and I have filled up the gaps in the passage. Dear learners, in your examination you will see you will see this type of gaps, and then use suffixes and prefixes with the words to answer. Okay. Dear students, I hope you have understood how suffixes and prefixes can be used in the passage. I hope you will practice this staying at home. So thank you very much for today. I'll come again next.